back, everybody, as we get ready here to start Game 2 of this doubleheader between the Laramie Rangers and the Post 22 Hardhats. After Game 1, it was a 14-0 final score. So with the hype video playing on the new video board, both managers for each team and umpires meeting with each other with some new lineups. So that's what I'm going to go here with you through. So we'll first start off with the Laramie Rangers. Leadoff hitter will be third baseman number 48, Jax McLean. Batting second and pitching number 7, T.R. Richardson. Batting third, playing catcher will be number 24, Will Harris. Batting fourth at first is number 12, Quade Gill. Batting fifth at shortstop is number 2, Damian Gomez. Batting sixth in center field, number 20, Maddox Dorrell. Batting seventh in right field, number 8, James Bailey. Batting eighth, playing second base is number 26, Braden Moore. And batting ninth, playing left field is number 20, Jackson Gosar. That is for Laramie. And for the Post 22 Hardhats, leading off will be the shortstop number 13, Blaine Hunt, followed by the center field number 4, Lars Kiefer. Batting third at second, number 7, Wyatt Reeder. Batting fourth in left field, number 2, Kane McLeod. Batting fifth, playing catcher, number 25, Josh Elder. Batting sixth, playing third, number 6, Hadley Burris. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 20, Reagan Koskin. Batting eighth, playing in right field, number 21, Tayton Giddings. Batting ninth, playing designated hitter, number 40, Braden Stapert. And the starting pitcher for the Post 22 Hardhats here for Game 2 of the doubleheader will be number 28, Broden Sales. So those are the lineups for both Laramie and Post 22. With the national anthem will be played in between these two games here, as both teams still trying to get a little bit warmed here after the 30-minute break. So they will both do that. As starting to cool off here a lot more as the night goes on. Currently 55 degrees. The high today was 62, and the wind also dying off a little bit too, so it makes it a really good night here for baseball in Rapid City, South Dakota. Again, games tomorrow at 2 and 4:30 for Mother's Day. 2 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time and 4:30 for the doubleheader tomorrow. So we're going to hand it off to our PA announcer as he will announce the lineups. A great singing of the national anthem here to get ready for game two of this doubleheader between the Laramie Rangers and the Post 22 Hardhats. So Post 22 will make their way out to the field. And a quick update in the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. The Carolina Hurricanes defeated the Philadelphia Flyers in overtime 3-2 as they moved on to the third round of the playoffs. And the Minnesota Wild and Colorado Avalanche currently playing. Start of the second period, the Wild lead of a score of 2-0. So we'll look here defensively for the Post 22 Hardhats. We'll start off here behind the dish. Will be number 25, Josh Elder. In the last game, he was the designated hitter with Reese Palmer playing catcher. At first base, number 20, Regan Koskin. At second base, number 7, Wyatt Reeder. At shortstop, number 13, Blaine Hunt. And at third base is Hadley Burris. From left to right field, in left field is number 2, Kane McLeod. In center field, number 4, Lars Kiefer. And in right field, number 21, Tatum Giddings. And the starting pitcher is another southpaw here in number 28, Broden Sales. We saw Declan Migley start the game. He pitched all the way to the fourth inning. And then Maddox Kraft, who came in and pitched the fifth inning. So not a lot of things change in the lineup for Post 22. Only 2 new names come in. Tatum Giddings, we saw him be a courtesy runner for Reese Palmer, the catcher, and then Braden Stapert, who comes in now as the DH. So Broden Sales will get warmed up. The 3 due up here for the Laramie Rangers will be the third baseman, Jax McLean, followed by pitcher T.R. Richardson, and then the catcher, Will Harris. So those are going to be the 3 due up here for Laramie. As Sales this season here on the mound, 6 innings pitched. He also has a 1-0 record. He has 7 walks, 6 strikeouts, and with a 4.66 ERA in the season. So Jax McLean in the last game with a single and a walk. So as Elder returns here behind home plate, as we are set and ready to go here for the first pitch of game 2 of the doubleheader here. Just game 2 of a 4-game series between these two teams. As Sales the first pitch, this one is in down the middle. A lot of heat on that one here for strike 1. So the 0-1 start. In the last game 2, Jax McLean, who is the designated hitter. Next pitch he sees, it takes a swing. Reeder plays the bounce well at second. He throws to first, makes the play. And the ground up for the first down in the inning puts one away. So T.R. Richardson, the pitcher, as he comes in and Laramie, they made a few changes to their lineup as well. Richardson, who was playing third base in the last game, now pitching here. He was 0 for 2. He had a strikeout and a pop-up in game 1. So Sales, the first pitch he gives to Richardson. This one down low and outside for ball 1. And great chemistry between pitcher and catcher in Broden Sales and Josh Elder. So 1-0. Next pitch comes. Again, that one in for a strike. At first I thought it was a ball, but counted for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike the count. As Sales here ready for his next pitch. Here's the windup, 1-1. Swung on by Richardson. This one is into the left center, as that one is caught by Kiefer, the center fielder, for the second out here in the top of the first. 2 down. So Will Harris, the catcher, in the last game, he had a line drive to the third baseman, which was caught by Burris, and then also having a hit by pitch here in this game. So Sales with 2 batters faced, already 2 outs. First one here. This one will come in down low as that one grazes the turf for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Harris. Sales has his call from Elder. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This one takes a bounce off home plate and into the chest of Elder for ball 2. 2-0 count to the third hitter here for the Rangers. As Sales here has his next call. Lifts the leg, pitch comes. This one is down the middle for strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs here in the top of the first. As Sales, left-handed thrower, pitch comes, swung on. This will be a foul ball up and over the netting and out of play. So it started off 2-0. Now finds its way here to 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Sales looking to put away the first inning here of this game. As Sales, the 2-2 pitch comes. This one gets him looking, and that will be the first strikeout of the game. And the third out here that will do it for the top of the first inning. So they did take care of the 1, 2, and 3 hitters. It was Jax McLean who had that ground out to Wyatt Reeder, the first hitter of the game, followed by T.R. Richardson, his fly out to center field, caught by Kiefer, and then Harris here, the strikeout. So for Broden Sales, his 7th strikeout on the season, and catches him looking, as the Minnesota Wild have just scored to make it now a 3-0 game in the second period. So we'll see the pitcher, T.R. Richardson, a right-handed thrower, back to the mound here for Laramie. As it'll be Blaine Hunt, Lars Kiefer, and Wyatt Reeder. The 3 due up here to start off this inning. And for Blaine Hunt in the last game, 4 at-bats. He had 2 groundouts, a double, a walk. And one of those groundouts that he hit was into that double play that T.R. Richardson made back in one of the early innings of that game, which was a 14-0 final in game 1. Hardhats pushing a lot for that 3rd inning where they scored quite a bit of goals or runs. So Harris gets his catcher's equipment on as he will take a few throws here from Richardson. Great night here at the Fitz with the lights all on here as the sun just going down. Makes it a great scenery here for baseball and a great night with great weather. So in the last game we saw Larson Westnitzer, who was the starting pitcher. He was a left-handed thrower, so you both saw Declan Mickley and Westnitzer, 2 lefties, 2 southpaws starting off, and then they went through 3 pitchers in that 3rd inning. They went Westnitzer, followed by Andrew McKinney, and then topped it off with Colton Carline. So here comes Blaine Hunt, the switch hitter, as he will select to bat left here. As we get ready here for the bottom of the first inning. No hits in that top of the first from Laramie as the 1-2-3 hitters go down. So Richardson here, and the first pitch will come to Blaine Hunt, and this one will come in down low for ball one. So 1-0 start, as that one also went down early before reaching Harris. 1-0 count. Richardson, the windup here on the mound. Pitch comes. This one is in for a strike. So Hunt with a 1-1 count early on here. As Harris gives him the sign, Richardson with the nod. Here's the pitch. This is swung on. A diving play by the second baseman. Gets up to throw to first. Gets him. So the second baseman and Braden Moore making a diving catch right there and gets it off to first base just in time. So that makes it for the first out here in the bottom of the first. And now this will pull up Lars Kiefer, and he was the man of the show in game one. Hit a 3-run home run to make it. It was 7-0, and then he made it 10-0. So Richardson, first pitch to Kiefer, the center fielder. As this one is going to be swung on. This one is up in the air. Second baseman is under it, makes the catch for the second out, as Braden Moore, who's been busy early on here for the first two hitters. As Wyatt Reeder, he comes in now, and he had a big game one as well. As he had 2 singles, a triple, and then had the pop up to third. So with 2 down after Hunt and Kiefer with the ground out and pop up. As Richardson, the first pitch to Reeder. This one is outside pitch for ball one. Wyatt Reeder, a great athlete, hockey player, baseball player, going to a D1 school. And Richardson waiting here on the mound. It's set, Reeder, and the 1-0 pitch comes, and that one is going to be in for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike with still 2 outs here. We haven't seen a single base hit nor a walk, as both pitchers and both defenses have been up and early to the task. As Richardson, the 1-1 pitch comes. Reeder takes a swing. This one is hard. Line drive past the right fielder. This one's going to bounce off the wall. Reeder rounding first. And it's picked up, and this will be thrown in. So the first hit of the game will go to Wyatt Reeder, and it will be a double. And now we'll pull up Kane McLeod to the plate. So Wyatt Reeder has hit a single, a double, and a triple in both games so far today. The only thing he needs left is the home run. And this will pull up Kane McLeod, as he also has his name up there with Wyatt Reeder on the team lead for RBIs. So Richardson ready to pitch here to McLeod. And the first one that he will see takes a swing here, and he will miss for strike one. So the 0-1 quick start to McLeod. In the last game, he had a single sacrifice fly hit by pitch and a ground out. So he was kind of a little bit all over the place, but the hit by pitch brought bases loaded, and he scored 2 runs. 0-1. Richardson looks back to Reeder on second, as here's the pitch to McLeod. He takes another swing and misses here for strike 2. So 2 pitches in, 2 strikes to Kane McLeod with 2 outs here, with Wyatt Reeder on second base. And Richardson looks down as Will Harris will give him the call. As Richardson looks over his shoulder to Reeder on second. Here comes the pitch, 0-2. This one getting it really close to McLeod, as he backed up just a little bit there to avoid getting hit. That one for ball one. So it's a 1-2 count. The Hardhats left fielder in Kane McLeod. After After Laramie there, 1, 2, and 3 hitters went away. I was looking that way for the Hardhats for a little bit as McLeod takes a swing on this one. This one is going back to left field. And under it and makes the catch there is Jackson Gosar for the third out here in the inning. So Hardhats go scoreless here in the first inning. Score still 0-0. So we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back to start the second inning in a 0-0 game. All right, we're back and ready to go here for the start of the second inning, as we'll see Quade Gill be the leadoff hitter here for the second. So after the 1, 2, 3 hitters in McLean, Richardson and Harris all went down in the top of the first inning, as Quade Gill 1 for 2 in the last game, as the first pitch he sees here from Sales will be swing and a miss for strike one. For Gill, had a double on his first at-bat of the game, and then had a ground out for the Rangers first baseman. Sales on the 0-1 pitch. This is swung on. This one into left field as McLeod trying to reach there. He can't make the catch. That one is going to bounce off the wall. Gill running to second. The throw will be right there to Reeder. So he does the same thing like he did in game one. He gets a leadoff double here, and now both teams each having a hit. As this will pull up Damian Gomez. Gomez in the last game also 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. So Sales looks back where Blaine Hunt is, where Gill will play in front of the Hardhats shortstop. As Sales back on the mound. Next pitch comes. This one is down the middle here for strike one. So it'll be an 0-1 start to the shortstop in Gomez. Gomez, who played second base, as I mentioned earlier. Laramie switched up a lot of things from game one into game two. Sales the next pitch, swung on a miss for strike two. As Sales throwing up some Chinese mustard, getting the arm loose and ready to go. With Gill on second, the 0-2 pitch comes. This one down low. Elder makes a good block there, and for ball one. As Sales, who's been the only pitcher so far here for the Hardhats this season, has had a successful pickoff attempt on a player that happened last weekend in Sheridan. So the 1-2 pitch comes, swung on. This would be a foul ball. This one over the Laramie dugout and out of play. So Gomez sticks to it, staying alive here on a 1-2 count. As Sales nods to Elder's pitch call. Here's the pitch. This one comes down low for ball two. So 2-2. Sales trying to make Gomez chase after something here. We've seen one strikeout so far from Will Harris. That one was looking. That one finished off the first inning. As here's Broden Sales. And the 2-2 pitch comes. This one again down low here for ball three. So full count facing for Laramie's Gomez. Both teams being loud here. As Sales has the call. And the 3-2 pitch as Hunt was going back towards second. Sales will take a step here off the mound. So with momentum being a little bit big here with Laramie now with a runner on second. And 3-2 pitch, Sales delivers. Swung on a miss, strike 3. And the second strikeout of the game for Broden Sales. So he puts Gomez away. And this will pull up Maddox Dorrell, the center fielder. So Sales now the 8th strikeout for him on the year. And for Dorrell in the last game, with only one at bat, he had a ground out. And the first pitch he sees, this one comes in for a strike. So 0-1 to start off. Sales, a look down the middle. Elder gives him the call. Here's the pitch, swung on a miss for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Following the strikeout from Gomez. And with Quade Gill on second base following his leadoff double here in the second inning. Sales, the 0-2 pitch comes. This one swung on a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Broden Sales. As he's running a little bit there on the hot pine. As James Bailey comes in now, the right fielder. James Bailey in the last game 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So getting the call. Sales from his catcher and Elder. We'll look back to runner on second. And the first one will come in down low here for ball 1. So a 1-0 start for the top of the second. We'll see who will break the ice first in this game. Will it be Laramie or will it be the Hardhats? Both teams have had a runner on second with each of their hits. Sales, the next one comes in. This one is in for a strike. After the swing there from Bailey went about halfway. So 1-1. As Sales, the southpaw, gets set and ready here for his next pitch. They'll look back to Gill on second. And the 1-1 now turns into a 2-1, making that ball 2. Now we're just a little low of the strike zone. Two balls, 1 strike. And Sales the delivery. This one is in for strike 2. As the hands came up there from Bailey, making that one look like it was a little inside. So 1 strike away from putting the top of the second away. As Sales, the pitch comes, swung on a miss. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Broden Sales. And he for sure is feeling hot about that one. So starting off that inning was Quade Gill with the leadoff double. And then was followed by Gomez, Dorrell, and Bailey, all striking out. So a total of 4 strikeouts here in 2 innings pitched for Broden Sales. And now that will leave the Hardhats here with Josh Elder, Hadley Burris, and Regan Koskin, the batters due up here, as we will still see T.R. Richardson pitching. So we'll go here through the rest of these MLB scores, as the Minnesota Twins were able to get a tie score here with the Cleveland Guardians. It's now 1-1. Pirates up 2-1 over the San Francisco Giants, as the Braves beating the Dodgers 5-0. 2 big powerhouse teams. Braves 26-13, and the Dodgers are 24-14. As we look here at some more final scores, as the Phillies defeated the Rockies of a score of 9-3. Rangers shut out the Cubs 6-0. Royals beat the Tigers 5-1. The White Sox beat the Seattle Mariners 6-1. Brewers over the Yankees. It's always a good day when the Yankees lose from a Red Sox fan. That score was 4-3. That one took extra innings. The Arizona Diamondbacks defeated the New York Mets 2-1. And the San Diego Padres defeated the St. Louis Cardinals of a score of 4-2. So those are the final scores and current scores going on in the MLB. So Elder, who will come up to the plate in the last game as the DH. He had 2 singles and a walk. He had 2 runs scored and also tallied for an RBI. So it will be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters up for the Hardhats, as Richardson, the right-hander here on the mound, gets his call. And the first pitch to Elder comes. This one is traveled up high for ball 1. So the 1-0 start. Elder awaits Richardson's pitch. Here's the 1-0. This one getting close inside, but it's going to be counted here for strike 1. So Elder will go even Steven, 1 ball, 1 strike. As the leadoff hitter in the second inning for the Hardhats. As Richardson, the pitch in his hand, the 1-1 comes. Elder takes a swing, he gets a foul ball onto it, and makes this a 1-2. So Richardson will retrieve a new ball here. As 1-2, Richardson. As he delivers the pitch to Eller, takes a swing, and that one jumping right over was Coach Steve Wolf on first base. So staying at a 1-2 count following that foul ball. Make that back-to-back foul balls for Josh Elder, senior at St. Thomas More High School. 1-2, Richardson kicks and deals on the mound. Pitch comes as Eller fouls off for the 3rd time in a row. Staying alive here on the 1-2 count. So Elder will check back in the box here for the left-handed hitting catcher. Richardson here with the pitch in his hand. Here's the 1-2. As Elder holds off on that one, and that will make it for ball 2. So Elder stays patient on that pitch. As 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Richardson, the 2-2 delivery comes. Eller, a swing. This one is a high ball into right field. Under it and makes the catch is James Bailey. And that would be the first out here in the inning. So Hadley Burris, as he will come in now to be the second hitter in this inning. For Hadley in game 1, he had 2 singles, a hit by pitch, 2 runs scored, and also tallying for an RBI for the Hardhats' 3rd baseman. And Richardson here with the first pitch. This one is going to be counted in for strike 1. So Burris lets that one go through. He'll take the early ones here on this at-bat. Following the flyout from Josh Elder into right field. As Richardson, the 0-1 pitch comes to Burris, takes a swing and misses here for strike 2. So just 2 pitches in, 2 strikes to Burris. As Richardson places his feet on the bump. And the 0-2 pitch comes. That one outside for ball 1. Good eye there from Burris. So 1-2 following that last pitch being for ball 1. As Richardson, the pitch comes. That one drops just in time for ball 2. The Hardhats dugout as they were really excited as that pitch dropped down low for ball 2. 2-2. Richardson as he will deliver. This one is up high for ball 3. So we're at full count, which started 0-2. And Burris fighting his way here to a 3-2 count now. As Richardson will look down, Harris will give him the pitch that he wants to see. The 3-2 pitch comes. Burris takes a swing, and that will be a base hit over the shortstop's head and dribbles into left field. So a single for Mr. Hadley Burris, and this will pull up Reagan Koskin. So Burris couldn't. He had 2 singles in the first game, and now make it 3rd total here on the day. And as for Reagan Koskin, as he had a ground out, a walk, and an RBI single as well. So Richardson's first pitch, this one is going to come up and away for ball 1. And Burris also has a pair of wheels on him. We've seen him steal 2 bases this season. So he's not afraid to turn on the afterburners when he needs to. And the 1-0 count here to Koskin. Richardson delivers. This one is inside for ball 2. So Richardson now. 2 pitches into Koskin's at bat. Both for balls. Next pitch comes. This one down the middle for strike 1. So 2-1. As Koskin, we've also seen on the mound a lot this year, going back and forth, now playing first base here. And both games of this doubleheader here on this Saturday night. And Richardson swung on a miss here by Koskin for strike 2. So an even 2-ball, 2-strike count with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. That was the fly out from Josh Elder, and it was followed by the single by Hadley Burris, where he stands now. And Richardson here, the 2-2 count. And the pitch comes, swung on a miss, strike 3. And that'll be the first strikeout there of the game for T.R. Richardson. And now this will pull up the right fielder and Tatum Giddings. And for Tatum Giddings this season, a 1.11 average with a 333 on-base percentage, only tallying 1 hit to his name here on the season. As first pitch, this one's going to get away from the catcher, and Burris will take off to second. So that puts Burris on second. We still have not seen a runner from either team get past second base. So we'll see if Burris can be the first. As Richardson now with a 1-0 count to Giddings. Looks back to Burris on second. He double checks. Pitch comes, swung on as didn't know if he got a piece of that, but it'll go in for a strike. So 1-1 for Giddings. On deck is the designated hitter, Braden Stapert. As Richardson gets his call from his catcher. It's a 1-1 count. Pitches in. This one drops down low for ball 2. So 2-1 here to the right fielder in Giddings. As Richardson delivers. Giddings pops this one high in the air as first baseman is under it, makes the catch, and that'll be the 3rd out here, and that will end the 2nd inning. So neither team still not on the board yet with a run, but 2 hits for the Hardhats and 1 for Laramie. So we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 3rd inning. So Braden Moore, as he will make his first at bat here on this evening's set of games. After the second inning, Sales struck out all three batters. So first pitch here to Moore, he gets a piece of it for a strike here. So we'll go 0-1. Only one base hit coming to Quade Gill's double. The 0-1 from Sales, swung on, gets a piece of it again. He's going to foul it off there into the netting. So two pitches in, an 0-2 start to Braden Moore, the second baseman, who was really busy early on in that first inning when the Hardhats were hitting, making two great plays. And the next pitch he sees, this one gets right past Hunt and right into center field. So two hits now in the game for Laramie, as that puts Braden Moore on first. So Jackson Gosar, the left fielder, as he will come in for his first at-bat of game two. In the last game, he was 1 for 2. He had a single and a strikeout. As Sales, here comes the pitch as they throw it quickly to first. Koskin, the tag, didn't get him as he is ruled safe. So it'll be an 0-1 start here to Gosar's at-bat. Already down here to the 9th in the lineup for Laramie. So Sales gets his call. And the 0-1 pitch comes down the middle. Another bunch show there. That one for ball one just dropped in a little low. We haven't seen a bunt yet today. You've seen a few players try as they get to that, 1-2, 0-2 situation where you can't anymore. So 1-1 here to Jackson Gosar. Sales pitch. This one he went for. He got a piece of it. That's going to be for a strike as the runner is going to second. That one also kind of squeaking out past Elder. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The runner on second here for Laramie. As Sales looks down the middle. Elder with the finger signal. Here's the pitch. Swung on, got a piece of it. That will go for a foul. So kicking to it here with the 1-2 count is Gosar. Sales. Next pitch ready in his hand. And the 1-2 comes down. Swung on a miss, but it's dropped. Elder, he finds it, picks it up, throws to first. Koskin makes the catch. So that will be the first out here in the inning. A runner advances to third. So the drop third strike there to Gosar. So we go back to the top of the order here to Jax McLean. 0 for 1, he had a ground out. As Sales the first pitch to him. That one also getting really close to clipping him there in the leg, but that one goes for ball one. 1-0 count. As Sales takes a second here on the mound, and a quick time here called in the batter's box by McLean. So back in action with a runner on third in Braden Moore. And the pitch comes in, inside ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. Laramie trying to find their first run here in both games today. And Sales the lefty pitch. This one is in for a strike. First one here on this at-bat. 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out following that drop third strike from Gosar. And Sales, next one is in. Swung on a miss, strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is T.R. Richardson. And Sales gets his feeding where he wants him. Next pitch is in. It's going to hit him off the leg. So a hit by pitch as Sales is trying to say that he leaned into it. So they both will talk that out. So that puts runners on the corners here for Laramie. As this will pull up T.R. Richardson. So as they will settle that through. Only one out here in the top of the third in a 0-0 game. Runners on the corners for Laramie. This pulls up Richardson. He had a fly out to center field on his first at-bat. And a quick pickoff. They're going to have him in a rundown. Koskin to throw to second. Hunt keeping an eye on third. They throw back to first. The slide. Was he safe? And they count him safe. So an interesting play there. As Blaine Hunt was making sure that he had an eye on Moore on third in case if he went to go home. So a little bit of a rundown there between first and second. So the runner will stay on first in Jax McLean. As Richardson, who hasn't seen a pitch yet here on his second at-bat of the game. So he will step in as Sales had that sneaky pickoff move right there as the runner was ready going to take off to second. Pitch comes in. There's going to be a bunt popped up. Elder ditches the mask, makes the catch. And that'll be for the second out here. Quick feet made play from Josh Elder. And this will pull up Will Harris. Harris, who is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. As Sales has the call. Another look over to the runner on first. And they're going to do the same thing. And the throw to first, Koskin, the tag, in safe goes McLean. So 2 close calls there to first base from the pickoff attempt from Sales. As the first pitch will come in here to Harris. And that one just taken a little outside for ball 1. A 1-0 count. Sales the southpaw. Another look to first. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This will be a foul ball. As that will go now here for a 1-1 count. So new ball given to Sales. 2 outs here with a 1-1 count to Harris, the catcher for the Laramie Rangers. As Sales the pitch. This one is up high for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike with 2 down at the top of the third. Runners remain on the corners. As Sales the 2-1. And the delivery comes. This one inside for ball 3. So a 3-1 count. As Richardson, again, a little look there to the third base coach. And Sales. And the glove, the 3-1, another throw to first. Koskin, the quick tag, not in time. So McLean slides in safe and sound. Still 3-1 here to Harris. As Quade Gill on deck. Here's the pitch. This one is popped up. Elder trying to find it as Koskin will come to the rescue. He can't make the catch. That will draw for a foul. As I think Elder also had a hard time trying to find that ball with the lights up there. As Koskin, who came in to help him, and then he also kind of, I think, lost at the last second. So at that foul ball, we go to full count here with Will Harris. So Koskin will move off the bag here, as McLean will most likely try to take off the second here. As Sales with the nod, full count with 2 outs. Here is the pitch. Swung on. This one is going to land into the gap. That one's going to run back. 1 run comes in a score. They're going to send McLean. He will make it 2. So 2 RBI double smack from Will Harris. And it's a 2-0 lead here for the Laramie Rangers. And they get their first 2 runs here of the series. So this will pull up Quade Gill. He also doubled on his first time up, so we'll see a courtesy runner in Maddox O'Brien. So he will be the runner on second. As Sales, the lefty, gets set here for his next batter. As the first pitch comes, this one aimed down low for ball one. So the 1-0 start to Quade Gill. Sales has the call there from Elder. Look to runner on second. Pitches in. This one takes a bounce. Elder with another great block there for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. Still 2 outs here as Elder is going to call for a meeting with just him and Sales. As Sales already today here, 4 strikeouts. As he hasn't picked one up yet here in the inning. He had 3 in the last. All 3 in a row. As now Laramie has a 2-0 lead thanks to Will Harris on the 2 RBI double, which brought in Jax McClain and Braden Moore. So the 2-0 pitch, Sales swung on and missed here by Gill for strike one. As he was really trying to find a lot of power on that one, trying to get that one deep back there. 2-1 count as Sales. Pitch comes, this one down low and a little outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. As Gill takes his final seconds outside the box. It's 3-1. Sales the pitch, swung on a missed. Strike 2. So full count here with 2 outs. A crucial pitch for Broden Sales. 1 more strike for putting the top of the third away. As Sales the pitch comes, swung on a miss. Strike 3. And make that for the 5th K of the day for Broden Sales. So that will do it there for the top of the 3rd inning as Laramie gets their first runs of the game as they have a 2-0 lead from the Will Harris 2 RBI double. As it started off with Braden Moore with a leadoff single, and it was followed by the drop third strike from Jackson Gosar, which advanced Braden Moore, and he found his way all the way to third base, then followed by the hit by pitch by Jax McClain, put runners on the corners, and then Richardson, who popped up to Elder, made it 2 outs, and then Harris there, who kind of capped it off and got the runs in. So Richardson back on the mound for Laramie, as the next hitter here for the Hardhats are going to be the 9-1 and 2 hitters. So it'll be Staper, who will be the first batter, followed by Blaine Hunt and Lars Kiefer, as those are going to be the first 2 hitters. So as Richardson just getting a little warmed up here before we get set for action in the bottom of the 3rd. The Hardhats, they have trailed a little bit this season. They trailed Wednesday night 8-0, and they came back and won 18-8. 18 unanswered runs. As in the last few days, the hot bats continue to come. So Staper, who comes in with a .250 batting average, as well as an on-base percentage and slugging, with 1 hit to the season and only 1 run scored. So Richardson, who gets set on the mound. Staper gets ready here for the first pitch that he will see on this at-bat. And Richardson delivers. First one is in for a strike. So Staper will wait for one that he really wants. And Richardson here, the 0-1 pitch comes. That one drops in for strike 2. That one looked a little outside. So 2 pitches for 2 strikes onto Braden Staper, just on his first at-bat of the game. Richardson in a standstill. He gets the thumbs up from the ump and his catcher. Next pitch, Staper to swing this one to the third baseman. He juggles in his hand, the throw to first, and they get the ground out. So that'll be the first out here in the inning, and they'll put Staper out. So Blaine Hunt, who will come up. Hunt 0 for 1. He had the ground out. So he takes a deep breath as he enters the batter's box. As Richardson, the first pitch here. As Hunt he did not go for that one, they say, so that's going to be for ball 1. As they make sure there with the ump there on the first base line as he says he's good. So Hunt, first pitch there for ball 1. And Richardson ready for the next pitch. 1-0. This one outside for ball 2 here to Blaine Hunt. So Kiefer, who follows after Hunt. As Laramie, 3 hits total in this game, post 22 with 2. And Richardson the 2-0 pitch, as this one will drop for ball 3. So Blaine Hunt stays real patient here on the first 3 pitches that he has seen. Again, just waiting for that right moment here. As there's no need for him to take a swing here, unless if it's right down the middle. 3-0 pitch, this one in for strike 1. Hunt will take that all day and any day. Three balls, 1 strike with 1 out, following the ground out from Staper to start off the inning. And Richardson, the pitch comes, swung on by Hunt. This one is into center field. The running back, as this one is going to drop. As Hunt rounding second, he's got some pair of wheels as he will slide into third. As I think that actually went over the wall. Might have got stuck. Hunt will come in as the home plate umpire is going all the way out to deep down there. Fans cheering. We'll see what the call will be. So Hunt will come in to score. With the fence out there in center field, it could have gotten stuck or it could have gone over. So the home plate umpire is watching it as he is jogging back now. So we'll see if Hunt will have to stay at third or at second. It was a 3-1 pitch. So Blaine Hunt will just get a double here as that one just bounced over. Nothing to be ashamed of. Gets a runner there on board. So this will pull up Lars Kiefer, as Coach Nick Ewing will get an explanation of this as well. So just must have bounced over that small fence there. So Hunt's stuck on second as he was really zooming across. Whereas that one kind of dropped. He was already rounding past second with eyes looking on home. So Kiefer, who is 0 for 1 with a pop, to second. So Richardson has the call. And the first pitch to Kiefer comes. Takes a swing here and he will miss for strike 1 just a little bit early. And Richardson, Harris with a long call. Hunt with his leadoff second, pitches in, swung on missed here for strike 2 for Kiefer. So no balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Laramie's still holding on to that 2-0 lead. Richardson another peek over to Hunt on second. And the 0-2 pitch is in. Kiefer swings. This one is high up as the right fielder who is under it, as Bailey will make the catch as Hunt won't tag up from second. So that's going to be the second out here. Puts 2 away and pulls Wyatt Reeder up. So Wyatt Reeder, 1 for 1 today with a double. He had the first hit of the game for the Hardhats. As they're going to intentionally walk him. They don't want him to cause any damage to Laramie right there. As that's the second time he has been intentionally walked. So this will pull up Kane McLeod, 0 for 1 today with a fly out to left field. As Richardson, the first pitch, McLeod takes a swing, he'll foul off. So go 0-1 to start. So with 2 outs here, the Hardhats looking for a hit here to Kane McLeod. Trying to drive in Blaine Hunt and Reeder. As McLeod having a home run as well this season that happened when Sheridan for opening weekend back on April 11th. As Hunt will take off, so will Reeder. The throw to third, the tag, and they will get him. So Hunt gets caught, as that will do it there for the third inning. So a crazy inning where Blaine Hunt was stuck on second after that one. Went over the wall in center field. As he gets caught right there, so both umpires will talk about this. Hunt will just stay on third. So they're just going to go with their call here. So we're going to take a quick short break here on Hardhats TV. We'll be back for the start of the fourth inning. All right, back and ready to go here for the start of the fourth inning. So leading off here for Laramie is going to be their shortstop number 2, Damian Gomez. He is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. As Sales remains on the mound. First pitch comes in. This one for ball 1. That one just inside and low. 1-0. Sales, the next pitch comes. Swung on a missed for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to the leadoff hitter in Gomez. 1-1 pitch from Sales. This one drops perfectly in for strike 2. So 1-2 count now. Sales ready here for the next pitch that he will throw. 1-2 delivery comes. Gomez. That one for ball 2. Good eye there from Damian Gomez. That one just going a little bit high. Didn't have that much anticipated drop as I thought it was going to have. Sales, the next pitch comes as got a piece of it there on the foul ball. So he stays alive on a 2-2 count. On deck is Maddox Durrell, and then followed by James Bailey. Those are the 3 hitters due up here to start the 4th inning. 2-2 the count. Sales, the pitch comes. This one is up for ball 3. So full count, just the first hitter here in the 4th inning. We do see a pitcher getting warmed up in the bullpen for the Hardhats. We'll see when they call upon to that. So 3-2, Sales, the pitch comes. Swung on, another foul ball. As Gomez sticks with it. As 3-2. Sales. Here with his windup, the 3-2 pitch comes. Swung on and missed. As that one for strike 3. And a strikeout, as that's the first out here in the inning. So Maddox Durrell, as he is pulled up here. And the first pitch that he sees, swings and misses for strike 1. As that is now the 5th strikeout of the day for Sales. Next pitch he sees, again, swing and miss there for strike 2 by Durrell. Durrell 0 for 1 on a strikeout for the center fielder. 0-2 is the count. And Sales, the pitch comes. This one up high for ball 1. So it's a 1-2 count. Sales ready to kick and deal. The 1-2 pitch comes. Swung on. Ball 2. As they check over. So they're going to get him. They checked with the infield umpire, and they said he went. So that's going to be a strikeout for Sales again. So now that will pull up James Bailey 0 for 1 with a strikeout as well. So with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. As Sales, the first pitch comes in, that one drops in for a strike. So the 0-1 start. 0-1. Sales delivers, swung on, got a piece of it for a foul as home plate umpire will walk this one up here to Sales. So no balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. We've seen 2 strikeouts to start off from Damian Gomez and then Maddox Durrell. So Sales ready to go here, the 0-2. As the pitch comes, this one drops in, catches him looking. 3 strikeouts for 3 outs there in the top of the 4th. And it's the same guys he did it not too long ago in Gomez, Durrell, and Bailey. So 3 down from the first 3 hitters. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Hardhats still trailing 2-0. As the hitters due up for the Hardhats, it will be Josh Elder, followed by Hadley Burris and Reagan Koskin. So it'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. As we will still see Richardson here on the mound for Laramie. As the Minnesota Wild are dominating the Colorado Avalanche in their Game 3 of the second round of the playoffs for the hockey. And that score 4-1 in favor of the Wild. So Richardson gets all warmed up for Elder today. 0 for 1 with a flyout. So back to it as McLeod will have his at-bat here. As I got him mixed up before. So McLeod 0 for 1 with a flyout. As Richardson, who has been in the game since the start, as Laramie will roll with him here as he continues to stay hot. And the first pitch to McLeod, this one is going to be in for a strike. So an 0-1 start. And Richardson getting the call here from his catcher and Harris. The 0-1, this one turning away was McLeod. So that one for ball 1. Richardson getting his call from Harris. He's got it. As the 1-1 pitch comes, McLeod holds back, takes that one for ball 2. So 2-1 after McLeod will stay patient on that last pitch. Waiting the next one. Richardson kicks and deals on the 2-1. Up high for ball 3. So a 3-1 count for Kane McLeod. As Richardson gets ready here for his next pitch. And the 3-1 delivery. That one is in for strike 2. McLeod thought he was going to take the walk there. So full count here, just the leadoff hitter in the 4th inning for post 22. And left fielder Kane McLeod. As Richardson gathers his call from Harris. The 3-2 pitch comes. McLeod takes a swing. This one is into center field. And under it, it makes the catch is Maddox Durrell. So 1 down. As this will pull up Josh Elder. Elder 0 for 1 with a flyout. Elder, the Hardhats catcher, also having a lot of power in his swing. As Richardson offers his first one to Elder. This one will go for ball 1. So 1-0 start off for Josh Elder. Just his second at-bat here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. As the 1-0 pitch comes to Elder. This one, he'll hold off on that one. That one in for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Elder. That is the 1-1. Richardson delivers. Elder takes a swing. That one goes foul ball on the first base line. Really close to staying fair. Kind of took a bounce. It was hooking right. So 1-2 now. As Elder gets ready for the next one. One, 2, Richardson delivers this one down low for ball 2. So 2-2 count for Josh Elder. Staying patient here for most of them. They had that one where he had that foul ball on the first baseline. T.R. Richardson's pitch comes. Elder takes a swing. This one is high up in the air. This one towards right field, going back towards the wall. Doesn't make the catch. It's going to take a bounce. Elder rounding second. The umpire took a spill. As Josh Elder is going to get a triple, as they're going to get some help here for the umpire. As he just lost his footing. So Elder getting a triple. A huge hit there for the Hardhats when they needed it the most, too, while trailing by 2. So they're going to check up there on the umpire, making sure that he is okay. As Burris, he will try to get warm here. So they're still examining the umpire. That took a spill in between first and second base. As he takes some steps just to make sure that he is okay. So Elder, huge hit. That one going kind of right in between that right and center gap. And that dropped as the right fielder for Laramie and James Bailey. Couldn't get there, couldn't get over there in time. That one just kind of dropped, took a big bounce, and then almost went over the right field wall. Just hitting the top of it and then falling right back down. So as the umpire seems to be okay. As we will get ready to resume back to the bottom of the fourth. So we have a new pitcher. So Richardson. So Richardson is just going to switch here with Damian Gomez. So Gomez, who was playing shortstop, they're just going to switch those two around. So as he gets in his warm-up pitches, as Burris will take some practice swings still here outside of the box. So Gomez appears to be done here with his warm-up, as the home plate umpire making sure that those adjustments have been confirmed, making sure. So following Elder's triple, a courtesy runner will come in for him. As Burris here today for the Hardhats, 1-for-1 with a single, as Gomez ready here to throw his first pitch. And the first one comes, as this one is going to go outside for ball one. So the Hardhats dugout now following that Elder triple, as they are starting to see some life back in the bats. 1-0 count. Gomez the pitch. This one will take a bounce, and that will go all the way back towards, as Barclay will come in to score. So the Hardhats now trailing by one. It is 2-1. So 2 balls, no strikes the count here with 1 out. No runners aboard for the Hardhats. As Gomez the pitch to Burris takes a swing, he will foul. So 2-1 count for Hadley Burris. As Gomez gets set, has his call from Harris. And the 2-1 pitch comes, swung on by Burris. This one is going into center field. Under it, making the catch there is Durrell. And that's the second out here in the inning. So Burris is down, and we pull up Reagan Koskin. As Koskin 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. So Gomez with his call. And the first pitch here to the Hardhats first baseman. This one is going to go down low here for ball 1. 1-0 start. As Reagan Koskin ready for the next pitch. Gomez delivers. He takes a swing. This is a ground ball. Scooped up by the third baseman. Throws to first. Makes the catch. And that'll be the third out here in the inning. So 1, 2, 3. As the Hardhats still trailing by 1. But thanks to Josh Elder, they get a triple. And then a wild pitch that makes Grady Barclay the courtesy runner to come in to score. So we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV. We'll be back to start the 5th inning. So Braden Moore, he'll be the leadoff hitter here for Laramie to start the 5th inning, as he is 1 for 1 today with a single. So Broden Sales still on the mound here, making for his 5th inning pitch. As the first one comes in, he'll take a foul ball. That one up and over the black netting and into the crowd. So 0-1 for the Rangers' second baseman. Sales. The 0-1 pitch comes. Swung on a miss here for strike 2. So Moore just a leadoff hitter, being aggressive here the first 2 pitches that he has seen. Sales another nod there to Elder. The 0-2 pitch comes. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Another K on the day for Broden Sales puts the first out here in the inning. So Jackson Gosar, on his first at-bat, he had that drop third strike, and it was thrown out at first. Sales, first pitch comes in here. This one is up high for ball 1. So a 1-0 count. And Sales nods to Elder. The 1-0 pitch comes. This one takes a bounce into the turf for ball 2. As Elder getting his body back behind that one. So 2 balls, no strikes with 1 out. Here now to Jackson Gosar, the left fielder. And then on deck is Jax McLean. Then we go back to the top of the order following this at-bat from Gosar. As Sales the 2-0 pitch, this one is in for a strike. So 2-1 now. Sales gets his feet where he wants them. The 2-1 pitch is coming. This one takes a weird bounce. And that one for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike, which is the second batter here in the 5th inning for the Laramie Rangers. As Sales the pitch comes. This one is up and high for ball 4. And that'll be a walk. Puts a runner there on first and pulls up Jax McLean. So just the first walk allowed on the game for Broden Sales. As McLean today, a ground out and a hit by pitch. Also scoring a run. Sales, he waits for McLean and the home plate umpire's approval, and they will throw to first. Won't get him in time. As Sales gets the next call, and the first pitch here will come to McLean. Takes a swing. This one is high up in the air. Right fielder Giddings is under it and will make the catch here, and that'll be the second out. So T.R. Richardson, who is the starting pitcher, and he came out now playing shortstop. 0 for 2 today. And with the runner still on first and Jackson Gosar. And the first one in for a strike. So the 0-1 start here to this at-bat for Richardson. And Sales will look over on first as he throws it back to Koskin. Makes the catch, no tag, runner in safe. One here to Richardson. As Sales going to look over to Gosar on first. This one is in for strike 2, right down the middle. 2 pitches for 2 strikes on this at-bat. As Sales, no look. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Swung on a miss. As that will be for the third out, and that will do it here for the top of the 5th. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Broden Sales as he continues to do that. So the Hardhats still trailing by 1 as they are looking to get this thing tied right back up or take the lead. As Josh Eller was a big contributor to that in the last inning. So the hitters due up here for the Hardhats are the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Will be Reagan Koskin, followed by Tayton Giddings, and then Braden Staper. As Gomez, who returns back to the mound after he came in following that Elder triple, as they moved him and T.R. Richardson from shortstop to pitcher. So Laramie, this is the first lead that they have had here in this 4-game series, just at game 2. So he will get in his warm-up pitches. And Koskin who I believe will be the first up. I don't think he will. I might have something wrong here. As Giddings will be the first one up. So the final warm-up pitch thrown there by Gomez. So Giddings, as he is 0 for 1, he had that pop-up to the first baseman. So Gomez gets that for the bottom of the 5th. And the first pitch that will come here to Giddings, he takes a swing and will miss here for strike 1. So an 0-1 start. Giddings takes a second outside the box as he resets. Now comes back in. As Gomez, the 0-1 pitch. This one is going to be down low and outside for ball 1. 1-1. Gomez, right-handed pitcher here to the right-hand hitting right fielder. As the 1-1 delivery comes, Giddings takes a swing and will miss here for strike 2. So 1-2. Giddings trying to get out of this slump here. As he taps home plate, the 1-2. As Gomez pitches, and that's going to hit Giddings right there on the elbow. So that will be a hit by pitch. He puts himself there on a first. And now that will pull up Braden Staper. So Staper 0 for 1. He had a ground out on his first at-bat. So following that hit by pitch, that puts Giddings on first base. As As a look over to Coach Downs on the third base line. As in comes Stapert. As Giddings with a lengthy lead off first. He's going to take off. Pitches down low. The throw to second is going to get out. And it's still rolling. So stolen base there from Giddings. Puts him there to second. And the first pitch from Stapert that was taken for ball 1. So for Giddings, that's his second stolen base on the season. So just the second batter here in the bottom of the fifth for the Hardhats. And Gomez. Here the 1-0 pitch, it comes. As that one is taken for ball 2 by Stapert. Staying patient. On that first one, he let Giddings go steal second. So prepped here in the batter's box. Ready here for the next pitch. Gomez has it, looks over to Giddings on second. Lifts a leg, pitch comes. This one is in for a strike. So the 2-1 count. That will come here for Braden Stapert, the designated hitter. As Gomez's pitch, this one will take a bounce to the turf. That one goes for ball 3. So a 3-1 count for Stapert. With Giddings on second following a stolen base and the hit by pitch, as he was the leadoff hitter. Blaine Hunt on deck. As Gomez in a look. Giddings tiptoeing back and forth from second, getting closer to third. Here is the pitch. This one is in for strike 2. So full count we go here for Braden Stapert. Taps home plate. 3-2 count. Gomez standing still as he was receiving the call. Here comes the pitch. This one takes a bounce to the turf, so that'll be a walk for Braden Stapert, and that puts runners on first and second here. So Blaine Hunt with a ground out, and then he had that double that went over the wall. So with no outs, runners on first and second, just trailing by 1 after Laramie scored 2 runs in the third inning. The Hardhats scored their first in the last inning, the fourth. So Gomez with his call. Here comes the first pitch to Hunt. He's going to place the bunt. This one's dropped. The pitcher picks it up, and he won't even throw it. So a beautiful bunt, and that will put bases loaded here for the Hardhats. And a bunt single for Blaine Hunt. As Lars Kiefer, who will come in now. So bases loaded with no outs. Very, very big moment here for the Hardhats. For them to get some more runs here on the board. And try to overtake and get their first lead here of this game. So Gomez, Kiefer, who is 0 for 2 today. As here's the first pitch to Kiefer. He's going to let that one drop through. Takes it for strike 1. Not a bad take at all. 0-1, Kiefer resets. Giddings on third. Stapert on second and Hunt on first. As Gomez waiting. As he will take a step here off the mound. With momentum growing and building for the Hardhats, Laramie has to find something to stop it. We'll see if they can, or the Hardhats continue to roll with this momentum. As Gomez, the 0-1 count, lifts the leg, pitch comes, as this one will drop for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to center fielders Kiefer, and then up next is Wyatt Reeder. And the last time Reeder was up, they intentionally walked him, so something they may not want to see, especially with bases loaded with him up next. So 1-1 count to Kiefer. As Gomez lifts the leg, pitch comes again, takes a swing. This one, line drive caught by the center fielder. Giddings will tag up as they will throw and not going to be in time. So Giddings gets the tying run in to score. As this will be a 2-2 game the first time this has been tied up. Just takes the runner there off third. As Wyatt Reeder, as he is up next. A sac fly there from Lars Kiefer. Giddings to score in for the run. So Gomez is going to throw the first pitch here to Wyatt Reeder. Looks to second. First one as Reeder will let that one slide on through. That one for ball one. A 1-0 count. Start off here just for Reeder's third at-bat of the game. Gomez standing still as his call. Another look to Staper on second base. Here comes the pitch as Reeder lets that one taken outside for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes here. Only 1 out following the sac fly from Lars Kiefer, which brought Tate Giddings in, who tagged up from third base to get this tying, or got the tying run to tie it to 2-2. As Gomez the pitch, Reeder holds off. He's going to take that one for a strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one. Gomez gets his call from Harris, the catcher. 2-1 pitch, the delivery comes. Reeder holds back. That one taken there for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes for Wyatt Reeder, only 1 out, with runners on first and second in Hunt and Staper. And a 2-2 game in the bottom of the 5th inning. Gomez the pitch. Reeder takes a swing. This one foul ball, hooking left. So he will stick to it with a 2-2. So 2-2. And Gomez looking a second. Hardhats dugout being loud. Pitch comes. This one is up and out for ball 3. So full count now for Wyatt Reeder. And with the base open, this could possibly put bases loaded here again. We saw it happen a little bit ago. So a 3-2 count. Gomez. As lifts the leg, pitch comes. Reeder takes a swing. This is ground ball. Picked up by the shortstop. Underhands it to second. The throw to first won't be in time. So that'll be a fielder's choice and puts 2 outs here and runners on the corner. So Kane McLeod, who will come in, making his third at-bat of the game. So we will see a mound visit here as we'll see they pull the center fielder as they're going to move Richardson out there. So this is going to be number 20, Maddox Durrell. So Gomez, who started in the 4th inning, he comes to an end in the 5th. As Durrell will start with 2 outs facing in the bottom of the 5th. Runners on the corners and now in a 2-2 tied game. And the next batter up for the Hardhats will be McLeod. 0 for 2 today, both flyouts. So they're still sticking with a right-hander. So he will get his warm-up pitches in. Kane McLeod, as he will come into the batter's box now as we get set. Following a new pitching change as Darrell, who comes in for Gomez. So Harris will point something out here very quickly as he will alert his infielders. As Darrell looks over to first, where Wyatt Reeder will stand. First pitch here to McLeod. This one is going to be up and high for ball one. 1-0 count to start off. As McLeod just set. Peek over the shoulder there for Darrell over to Reeder on first. Reeder takes off to second. This one is thrown, not even going to throw to second. So a stolen base taken there for Wyatt Reeder. And a 1-1 count here to Kane McLeod. For Wyatt Reeder, his 5th stolen base. Now with runners on second and third as the 1-1 pitch comes. As McLeod got contact on it, he fouls off. This will go 1-2. So Elder will go and move that foul ball out of the way. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th in a tied 2-2 game. As here is Darrell. A 1-2 pitch comes. Catches him looking. So Kane McLeod will strike out looking, and that will do it for the 5th inning. So the Hardhats tied it. They were trying to look to extend it, just not in time. So we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 6th inning. All right, back and ready to go here to start the 6th. We see a new pitcher on the mound for the Post 22 Hardhats in number 45, Brixton Steen. So Broden Sales, his night will come to an end as the batter up here for Laramie, as this is number 24, the catcher, Will Harris. As Harris on his last at-bat, he had a 2 RBI double, which made it a 2-0 lead back in the 3rd inning for Laramie. So Steen the first pitch, as this one is in for a strike. So we go 0-1 to start off here in the 6th inning. Steen with the nod. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Next one is swung on. This one is high up in the air. Wyatt Reeder, the second baseman, is under it. Makes the catch for the first out here in the inning. on the pop-up and 1 down. So Quade Gill, who comes in, 1 for 2, a double and a strikeout here so far. As Steen just retires his first batter. And the first pitch here to Gill, this one is going to be in for a strike. So the 0-1 start. Steen looking warm right now. He's been warming up for quite a bit. So the 0-1, Steen, the windup. Pitch comes. This is swung on. This one is going to go foul on that first base line. It looked like it was going to stay fair for a while and then just kept on turning. So 0-2 following that foul ball from Quade Gill. First baseman for Laramie at bat. Steen the step back, 0-2 pitch comes, swung on, another foul ball. So staying alive on the 0-2 is Quade Gill. On deck is Damian Gomez. 0-2 as Steen. Here's the delivery, swung on and missed. And he tags him to make sure. So 2 down, the first strikeout there for Brixton Steen. And this will pull up Gomez. As Gomez 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. So Steen, first pitch to Gomez. This is swung on, popped up. This will be a foul ball. As this one goes 0-1 here to start. So Steen with a new ball, following that one, going foul and out of play. The 0-1, Steen, the windup, pitch comes. This one is going to hit him off the helmet. So they're going to make sure that Gomez is okay. So a hit by pitch puts a runner on first. And this will pull up Maddox Durrell. So Elder and Steen will have a quick chat as they will check on Gomez as he's walking down towards first base. So they're checking up on him as Durrell, who is also 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. So Gomez, who is okay as he will stay on first base following that hit by pitch that he took on the side of the helmet. So with 2 outs in the top of the 6th, this pulls up now who is pitching in Maddox Durrell. Started this game in center field. So Steen with a check there, the runner on first. They're going to throw it quickly. Koskin, the catch. Tag was not in time. So Steen gets set. Here's the first one to Durrell. Takes a swing and a miss here for strike 1. So they start off 0-1 with 2 down. Steen, look in the corner of his eye, the runner on first. 0-1 pitch. This one is high and tight for ball 1. So Durrell facing 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Steen checks over his shoulder again. 1-1 pitch is in. This one is inside for ball 2. So back-to-back pitches in the similar spot, really in close for ball 2. And Steen. Here the 2-1 pitch comes. Swung on. This one deep into left field. McLeod is giving chase. It's going to hit the wall. So with a runner who's going to round third, actually they're going to hold him off. So that is a double for Maddox Durrell, and that puts runners on 2 and 3 here. Big hit there for Laramie, and this now will pull up James Bailey. So Bailey, the right fielder, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So Durrell, who hands off his batting equipment as he will go now to second base. So James Bailey, as Steen gives the nod to Elder. Here's the first pitch to him. This one is in for a strike. So the 0-1 start. Right-handed hitter versus a right-handed pitcher. As Steen delivers the next one. This one is up and high for ball one. So Gomez on third and Darrell on second following his double. And Steen, the 1-1 windup pitch, comes swung on a foul ball. This will go 1-2. So James Bailey facing 2 outs here with a runner in scoring position on third and 1 on second. And the 1-2 pitch from Steen comes. Swung on a miss, strike 3. And now it's the third and final out of the inning. So the Hardhats, following that double from Maddox Darrell, as Bailey goes 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts here on the game. So the Hardhats still in a tie ball game. We enter the bottom of the 6th. Extra innings may be in need for this game, depending on how this next inning goes for both teams. So we'll see if Darrell will remain pitching here. So Darrell will. He's back up on the mound. And for the Hardhats, as the next hitter will be Josh Elder, followed by Hadley Burris and Reagan Koskin, as those are the next batters due up here. So the final warm-up pitch coming here from Darrell, bottom of the 6th. Still in a 2-2 game. So here comes Elder. So Elder today, 1 for 2, a flyout and a triple. As Darrell getting ready here for the first pitch in the bottom of the 6th. First one will come. Elder takes a swing. He'll foul this one up and over the netting. And that one, a big clang. That one took a weird bounce and now rolling down the hill right behind the Hardhats dugout. So Elder 0-1. As here is Darrell. As here comes his pitch. This one is in for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Elder outside the box. He comes back in. 2 pitches. As 0-2 the count. As here is Darrell's pitch. This one will come. Getting closer to Elder. He just spelling off a little bit. That one taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Elder checks back up in the batter's box. Darrell gives the nod to Harris. As here's the pitch. Elder gets a piece of it. He'll take that foul ball. 1-2. So Elder, the Hardhats really want to take this game here. They were trailing 2-0 since the 3rd inning. And they were able to get 1 runs in both the last 2 innings. Darrell, as Elder fouls off again here on this one. So 1-2. As home plate umpire is going to take that ball. He must be running a little bit low. So leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the sixth, then Josh Elder facing a 1-2 count. As here is Darrell. Has the pitch in his hand. And the 1-2 comes. This one is up and high, ball two. That one squeaking out of the glove there of Harris, the catcher. With Hadley Burris on deck. Two now. As Darrell, the pitch comes. Outside for ball three. So a huge pitch here for both the Rangers and the Hardhats. As Darrell with a 3-2 pitch ready to come here to Josh Elder. As this one is swung on a Howard ground ball. This one is picked up by the third baseman, throws to first. That'll be for the first out here in the inning, the ground out. So Hadley Burris, who comes up now. 1 for 2, a single and a fly out for him on the day. As Darrell, who will get set. As Burris, who is one of the top 5 batting average leaders entering these two games here today. The first pitch he sees, this one will drop low here for ball one. 1 ball, no strike, with 1 out following the ground out from Josh Elder. As Darrell's pitch will come, this one is up and high for ball two, as Burris also taking a little duck for that one. He didn't want to take that one up high. Two balls, no strikes to the third baseman and Hadley Burris. As Darrell, the pitch comes, this one same thing like last pitch, ball three. High and inside. 3 pitches for 3 balls to Hadley Burris. As here is Darrell. 3-0. Down low and outside, ball 4. So Walk will get the first runner here aboard for the Hardhats. As this will pull up Reagan Koskin. But first, Harris and Darrell will have a quick chat. Koskin 0 for 2 today. With Burris with a set of wheels on first. You could try to get him all the way around, try to get him into scoring position. When you're facing 1 out here in a tied 2-2 game in the bottom of the 6th. So Darrell, again, another look over to Burris on first. As here comes the first one to Koskin. This one will come up high for ball 1. So a 1-0 start. Darrell waiting for Harris in his call. Another look over to Burris on first as he's going to lean his way there as Darrell took a little step there off the mound. So 1-0 still here to Koskin following that first pitch he saw for ball. As here's the next one, up high for ball 2. Koskin also a senior, with Burris a senior at Central High School. Two balls, no strikes with 1 out. Burris still on first base. As here is the pitch. This one is in for a strike, so 2-1 now. As Darrell puts that one right down the middle. So Coach Downs with the call there. As here is the 2-1 pitch. That one is in for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here to Koskin, the first baseman. On his first at-bat of the game, he struck out. Another look there for Darrell. As the 2-2. Here it comes, this one, strike 3, catches Koskin looking And that will be for 2 outs here. So 2 down. Tate Giddings up to the plate. Giddings a pop-up and a hit by pitch. As Giddings also had the tying run. So with Burris on first, as he will take off to second. This one is in for a strike. Burris will go to second safely. So something that the Hardhats really needed there. They get Burris on second. 0-1 count facing here for Tate Giddings. So Darrell, who is waiting, as he'll get his feet where he wants him here on the mound. Now lead off there for Burris, as Darrell looks back towards him. Here comes the pitch to Giddings. This one drops in for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. A tie game. Darrell waiting. As here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one comes up high for ball 1. Good take there from Giddings. Not being overly aggressive, but not being shy. 1-2. Darrell looking for his call. He gets it. They'll look back to second as he will take a step off. So Burris, who is somewhat intimidating Darrell there, as he thinks that Burris will take off to third. So the 1-2 pitch comes. Giddings takes a swing. This is a ground ball picked up by the first baseman. Underhands it back to the pitcher. Darrell will tag the base himself. So that will do it for the 6th inning. We are still in a tight ball game going into what could be maybe the last inning of the 7th, if extra innings is no longer needed. So Steen will go back here to the mound. We'll take another short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 7th inning. All right, back and ready to go here for the start of the top of the 7th inning. As here for Laramie, it's going to be number 26, Braden Moore, the second baseman. For him today, 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. So Steen remains on the mound as all the Hardhats came in the middle there. With the advantage of being the home team, you get the bottom of the 7th to get that one last chance to get that walk-off win if this is still tied after the top of the 7th. Steen, the first pitch comes in. This one is in for a strike. So we start off this inning 0-1. Here to Braden Moore, has been very good here in this game for Laramie at second base. Steen, the next one. This is swung and a missed for strike 2. 2 pitches, 2 strikes for Brixton Steen. Onto Braden Moore. A nod there from Steen. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's going to hit him off the shoulder. So a hit by pitch. That will put Moore on first base. as this will put Jackson Gosar up to bat next here. So a pinch runner will come in. This is Maddox O'Brien. So O'Brien will be the runner on first, as Gosar a drop third strike and a walk today. Steen the first pitch. This is a bunt, as this one is going to go foul right away, as I was going right towards the Laramie dugout. So 0-1 following the foul ball. Steen with the runner on first. Here comes the pitch. This is another bunt. Same theme. That will go 0-2 count here. So no balls, 2 strikes on 2 bunt tries for Gosar. Steen the lean on in. As the 0-2 pitch comes, this one up high for ball 1. And the quick throw over to first, as they don't get Maddox O'Brien there. So 1-2. Top of the 7th, no outs with the runner on first following the leadoff hit by pitch. Next one is in for strike 3, catches him looking. So 1 down, the strikeout from Steen puts Gosar away, and now we go back to the top of the order here for Jax McLean. So McLean today has not had a hit. He had a hit by pitch on his second at bat. And a quick throw to first. They're not going to get him. So with first out here in the top of the 7th for the Hardhats defense. As Steen, the pitch comes. This is Swan on. A high ball, this one into left field. Kane McLeod is under it, as he will make the catch for the second out. And that puts Jax McLean away. So T.R. Richardson, as he comes in. Same thing for him, no base hit so far today, 0 for 3 on his last at-bat. He had a strikeout. Runner still on first and Maddox O'Brien, as this one will come in down low for ball 1 to start off this at-bat. So Maddox O'Brien, the runner on first. The pinch runner came in for Braden Moore following the hit by pitch. Steen the next one. This one travels down low for ball 2. So an early 2-0 start for T.R. Richardson. As Steen on the lean on in, gives the nod to Elder. A shoulder peek to the runner on first. As the 2-0 pitch comes up and high and outside for ball 3. So a 3-0 count for Richardson. On deck is Will Harris, the catcher. As Steen, the 3-0. This one is in for a strike. So 3-1 count. As Steen gives the nod. As the 3-1 pitch comes, this one in for strike 2. So full count now with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Still 2-2. Runner on first here for Laramie. As the crowd really getting into it on both sides. As Steen, pitch comes, Swan on, Richardson, this one into left field. McLeod trying to make the diving catch, he can't. Center fielder will get there, they're going to keep a runner going, the throw to home. Elder can't get there, slide in safe, as Laramie will have a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 7th. As McLeod tried to go for that diving catch, he missed it. And then McLeod came in the sport behind him. So that's going to be an RBI double for T.R. Richardson. So Laramie will retake the lead here. So they only have 1 runner on now, and this pulls up Will Harris, as he had that 2 RBI double, as he was the kickstarter for Laramie. So Steen, the first pitch to Harris. This is swung on hard into center field. Kiefer is under it, makes the catch for the third out here in the top of the seventh. So it is go time for the Post 22 Hardhats as they trail by one here in the last inning after the RBI double hit by T.R. Richardson, which brought in Maddox O'Brien to score, the pinch runner for Braden Moore. And then Harris there, the fly out to center field. So a new pitcher will come in. This is Quade Gill, as they look to him to try to close this out. As this will be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters for the Hardhats in Stapert, Hunt, and Kiefer. And don't forget, tomorrow these two teams will have another doubleheader at 2 o'clock and 4:30 Mountain Time. Those games will be also streamed here on Hardhats TV. And a happy early Mother's Day for everybody out there. So Gill will get in his warm-up pitches as Stapert will get things rolling, as he had a ground out on his first at-bat followed by a walk. And a great game by both of these teams here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. After the first game was a 14-0 win for the Hardhats, a big turnaround for Laramie in Game 2. So Gill throwing some pitches here to Harris as they both will get ready to warm up. Hardhats need 1 run to force extra innings, 2 runs to walk off and win. So Stapert, the DH, as he'll be the first up here. So we are ready to go for the bottom of the 7th. Laramie Rangers 3, Post 22 Hardhats 2. So Stapert, as he gets ready here, takes a deep breath before Gill is ready on the mound. So we are set and ready. So here is Quade Gill. And the first pitch lifts the leg, as this is going to be in here for strike 1. So the 0-1 start as Gill to Stapert, and then Hunt and Kiefer to follow. So they go back to the top of the order after Stapert here for the Hardhats. 0-1. As Gill the pitch, this one is going to drop down low here for ball 1. Hardhats dugout trying to bring up the energy as Stapert has split 1 ball, 1 strike. Gill lifts the leg, the 1-1 pitch comes, Stapert swings. This is going to be a ground ball, scooped up by the third baseman. The throw is not going to be in time, it's going to go over as Stapert gets a single. So that's huge for the Hardhats here, as this will pull up Blaine Hunt on his last at-bat. Yeah, that bunt single. So with Stapert on first, here's Gill. And the first pitch that will come to Hunt. This one is up and out for ball 1. So 1-0. After Laramie scored 2 runs in the 3rd inning, they got one to get back in the lead in the last inning, and then the Hardhats tied it. Got one in the 4th, and then tied it in the 5th. So we've been tied for quite a while in this low-scoring 3-2 game now. So the 1-0 pitch, a quick throw to first. As Stapert saw that one, he slides in safe. So So a quick time called here as Harris wants a chat with Gill. So they will talk about it here on the mound, as they're also going to call the infielders in here. So we'll see if anything defensively changes for Laramie. So Blaine Hunt with a 1-0 count. So the mound visit will come to an end as Coach Downs will talk to Stapert and Hunt. So they go back to their respective spots. So Gill, 1-0 count here to Blaine Hunt with no outs and a runner on first in the bottom of the 7th. As Gill, the 1-0 delivery. This one comes in down low. Another bunch show there from Hunt. So the infielders maybe playing a little bit in close and tight. So 2 balls, no strikes. Gill. Set up on the mound as the second baseman is creeping on in. Here is the pitch. This is going to be a foul ball. Hunt got a piece of it. So 2-1 we go. So Coach Downs here again with the call. Stapert will get his lead off of first. 2-1. Gill. Pitch comes. Hunt the swing. Line drive. It didn't get caught by this shortstop. That one drops. He had it in his glove and it just slipped out. So a base hit. That'll be an error for Laramie, as Hunt will go to first base. So this will pull up Lars Kiefer with no one out. Do the Hardhats take a risk? Do they try to have Stapert steal the third and put runners on the corners here with no outs? So Lars Kiefer, on his last at-bat, he had the sac fly, which brought Giddings in to tie the game at 2-2. As Gill here, pitch comes as Kiefer went to go for the bunt. He tried to place that one. It just goes foul on that third base line. So an 0-1 start for the center fielder. Stapert on second and Blaine Hunt on first. And then just think, you have Wyatt Reeder on deck. So few deadly hitters here for the Hardhats for sure on the next few bats. As the 0-1 pitch, this one ducking was Kiefer. That's going to be taken for ball 1. As Gill resets back here on the mound. Kiefer looks back to Coach Downs for the call. We'll see if the second baseman will creep on up here. If a bunt show will be shown by Kiefer. As Kiefer will place the bunt, this one to the third baseman. Gill the slide. It's going to be a beautiful bunt. Lars Kiefer could have done it any better. A bunt single to put bases loaded. No outs in the bottom of the 7th. It is a Hardhats down by 1, and this pulls up Wyatt Reeder. A huge opportunity. Huge opportunity. Kiefer placed that one so well, right in front of the third baseman, but Gill just had to get there in time, and then Kiefer outruns him to first. What a play. So bases loaded, no outs. Wyatt Reeder, and a fielder's choice on his last at-bat. They intentionally walked him earlier as well. Gill the pitch. First one goes high and outside for ball 1. As they trail by 1, they need 2 to win. 2 runs to win. As a 1-0 count. Gill As the pitch comes, Reeder takes a swing. This one is going into left field. This one will drop. This one is going, as here comes one run to score. One's going to round third, and the post 22 Hardhats, they have luck. They get two. As Wyatt Reeder, in a 4-3 win, a 2 RBI double, and what a game that was. So post 22, they win game 1, 14-0, and they win in a walk-off 4-3 and a nail-biter. What a game that was. So ladies and gentlemen, 2 out of the 4 games are done here in this series against Laramie. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock and 4:30, the times here against Laramie. I thank you all for joining. I hope you guys have a great night.